All right, we're rolling with another fancy serial number report. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Sean here with Blue Ridge Silverhound. This is becoming one of my favorite videos to produce for you guys twice a week. Um, why is that? Well, this is a growing and expanding aspect of paper money collecting, which is also a subtype of numismatics. And I'm telling you guys, it's like shooting fish in a barrel. Going out there and finding some of these. I've been finding, a few of them myself. I'll have to do a separate video on some of the things that I have found and I have bought because I have bought. I'm one of the customers that goes out and actually buys these notes. So it's real simple. The biggest, easiest place where you could source some of these is at the bank. All right. They're not particularly gun shy about giving you however much you need. I think anything over $1,000, and normally I get dollar bills. Sometimes I'll dabble into $2 bills. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea to call in advance to see if they have that available. I know some pretty big people in the hobby that actually goes out and picks up $10,000, $20,000 at a time. And that you really need a really good relationship with your branch manager and your tellers for them to be able to sustain that. Because $10,000 in $1 bills is quite excessive. That's a lot. So, um, again, be mindful of the banks that you do use and how you approach this hobby because just like doing anything where there's odds involved, the more that you do it, the better your odds are of finding some of these notes. So obviously, frequency and quantity are two of the main players in this. But again, be mindful, be respectful of your local branch managers and your tellers when you go to order these things. Call in advance and order, and go from there. All right. So we're gonna kick things off here. Again, all the notes are ungraded. All right. I traditionally don't like talking about notes that have been slabbed by PMG or PCGS banknote because you have to pay money into that. Where a lot of these notes they sell, based on what type of fancy serial number they are. So we're gonna see some circulated notes. We're gonna see some very gemmy looking notes, starting out with this 1988 $1 bill. Which real simple. It has bookends. This is what they call bookends. 3838 on the ends and then four zeros in the middle. Very attractive looking note. Some will mention some of that the running ink off the numbers. Yeah, the inkwell that supplies the green ink to the overprint was just recently filled. All right, so very fresh, very saturated inking on there. Very beautiful note. So this one right here ended up selling for $57 with 11 bids. And again, the note is crackling fresh with no folds or nothing on there. Probably an easy solid 65 grade if I had to venture a guess. So, again, grading not required. And of course, I'm just going to throw in this little fine print. This video is for entertainment purposes only. It's not financial advice. So if you're going to go out there and, I tell you, this is what they're selling for, and you're going to go out there because you need the money, obviously that's unsubstantiated. Um, just, approach it as a hobby. And that's the best piece of advice that I could give you. And then everything will follow suit if you wanted to. So that's the first note that we're talking about today. The second one that we have here, again, another neat one. Seven of a kind eights on this 2006 $1 bill ended up selling for $82.88 with one bid. So that was the start bid. That's how much this particular seller was willing to let this one go for, and it ended up working out. I think that is a fair market value for a seven of a kind. Seven in a row where there's no interrupting number in the middle will traditionally sell for about 10 to 20% more than seven of a kinds. People do put in shipping in there. Understand that while I'm not going to talk about the individual shipping rates for every auction today, understand that that's also the cost of owning the note if you were a buyer. So for something like this, obviously you would own it for $88, shipping included. There you go. It's got some circulation wear. Nothing too bad, and that's a really, really pretty serial number there. Again, zeros, ones, sevens, and eights are four of the most widely collected numbers. Sevens and eights are a lucky number in various cultures. So, eights more luckier in China than they are anywhere else in the world. And they are pretty good buyers of notes of this type. So really nice. That's a very pretty note, even with a little circulation wear. We have an upside down $5 bill coming up next. This time a 2013 Series 5 with a low serial number, 3-digit style. So $5 denom is probably the highest denomination that I would search through. Obviously, you could obtain 5 times the volume with dollar bills than you would fives. So keep that in mind. More notes to go through for the same amount of money. $21.50 here on this one. 10 bids. Yeah, I mean, make sure you orient your pictures correctly. It's just going to do you a lot of favors. The seller will or the buyers will appreciate it as well. And this is a tool that you could use within eBay when you're crafting the listing. Then you could do little micro edits like 180-degree rotation on anything that's upside down. Utilize that tool, and it takes no more than about 10 seconds to do that. But again, it's all about presentation of your pieces. But yeah, I mean, you have 5 leading zeros, 238. The note exhibits, pretty good circulation wear. That picture doesn't really do a whole lot for me. Again, it's all about the orientation of the paper, and that might have had some sort of impact on why this thing only sold for $21.50. Granted, it did sell for over 4 times face value, but could have done better, right? Because 3-digit low serial numbers generally sell for at the very least 35-40 bucks. There's some money left on the table here with this one, so. Let's see, next one that we have here, we got binary, with the numbers all grouped up well, nice. Zeros and threes here. $10 bill. I mean, a $10 sale on this one. And it's got some circulation wear. I don't know what this black speck is down here. It could be like a little ink mark from a pen. It's got a teller mark on the reverse. So, there's a few condition issues here that certainly detract from the overall zest of the note. As much as I say that grade doesn't matter, sometimes it really does matter. And this is a note that instead of it selling for 20 bucks, it only sold for 10, because of those particular condition issues with this piece. So, not a bad sale. Now here's a low serial number. Again, we have 5 leading zeros on this $1 bill. It's a 2013 one. Serial number 146. All right, so $96 was the sale price. I believe this was a buy it now swoop, and the note looks to be in really nice shape. A few little tiny creases that aren't folds really, but just inadvertent, crinkling. Aside from that, really nice high-end AU note with overall just beautiful paper quality. Very attractive looking serial number, and a pretty nice sale to boot, 96 bucks. So the 3-digit serials tend to cap out or around 125, 150. Depends on the numbers. If it was serial number 111 to go along with all the zeros, that's a note that will probably sell more likely to $200 because it's a true binary and a low serial number. See the next one that we have here, another binary, this time a radar on this 2006 $1 bill. So we got a $21.25 sale here with 10 bids. This one is well loved. It's seen quite a bit of wear throughout its life, but you can see there the first four numbers repeat over mirrored on the second half of that serial number, and it features zeros and fours. You can even say that is also six of a kind zeros too, if that matters. Again, using as many keywords in your listing title can only help you, as long as it's tried and true to what you're selling. Like on something like this, I wouldn't put low serial number because two leading zeros is not low. So keep that in mind. Respectfully use the keyword searches. That work out good, and sometimes it doesn't hurt to use that sweaty old couch armrest to take the photos. It's just fine. $21.25 sale on that one. I wish I would have seen this. I would have picked it up, especially for around $20. That's a hell of a grab. $19.50. This is a 2013 one, or Ace. So you're going to hear me refer to $1 bills as an Ace. But when we look at this, it's got two numbers and then six zeros. They call these millions notes, which are either a one or a two-digit number to kick things off, and then all zeros. Traditionally, notes that end in four zeros are pulled out of the subject sheet, so they're not even supposed to circulate. But I know the BEP's have been a little bit more laxed on this kind of policy of theirs. So now we're seeing more of these type of notes that end in all zeros more prominently in circulation. Traditionally, this is a note that should have sold for around $50 and up. Um, I know the single digit millions notes typically sell for a lot more than that. $80 plus. I've seen them over $100 a bunch of times. But you can see this note right here is circulated. It does have a margin tear top left. So it does have a few little issues on the note, but aside from that, I would have gladly paid 30, $40 for this note, but now it's heading to a new owner. Very nice. Here's a cheap tombstone note. It's a real shame that this one only sold for $5. Birthday notes and tombstones are the two types of serial numbers that you absolutely should put up as buy it now listings. Okay, they're fixed price listings. All that anybody needs to do to obtain the note is to add to cart and then check out. All right. Don't do these as traditional auction formats because they're not going to go anywhere. And this is kind of like a prime example that this one sold for $5. All right, Tombstone Notes is generally a serial number that has two dates on it by year. So this one's 1968, 1988. This could have been a historical context in someone's life. Maybe that's their birth date and the date that they passed away or something like that. But yeah, these do have quite a bit of meaning to collectors, but more kind of like personal, emotional, sentimental type value as well. And uh, yeah, again, $5 is a true steal here for this one. I'd hate to say, yeah, market these up and take advantage of the market, but they do sell for that, But don't sell these for 50 to $100, because oftentimes nobody's going to buy them. So pretty cool note there. Next one that we have here, $100 bills. So yikes, high denomination means that you're not going to make nearly as much money selling this because $100 is your true cost into the note. So you can't really say my pure net profit's $120. You can't say that on this because you had invested $100 and turned around and sold it. The unfortunate part to all this is that if this were a dollar bill, you could probably still sell it for around 100 to 120 bucks. But it's a seven of a kind threes on this 2017A. Check out that sale price. Hardly seems fair, right? It's $100 bill. You take out the eBay fees, which come out to almost 14%, and you're probably gonna end up making like a $5 bill on this one. Fortunately, they did charge for shipping here, five and a quarter, 6 bids. But again, that's a very attractive looking note. And I bring this up and I pose it as a question for you guys. If you found this in circulation, and here's kind of like the unfortunate rub to all of it, knowing what you know about how much this note sells for, is it worth keeping? I just want you guys to kind of mull that over and decide. And then go ahead and put it in the comments section. I would love to hear your thoughts on that one. But really cool, man. I mean, I love seeing fancies on $100 bills. C notes deserve a lot more praise than they actually do, but they fall in line with the same marketability as any other same serial number. It doesn't matter what denomination it's on. It could be a $20 bill. It would still sell for the same amount of money. It could be a 50, it could be a 5, a 10, whatever. Um, Here's a $20 bill. Fortunately, it did sell for enough money where there is money to be made here. Another seven of a kind sevens this time around on this 2017 20. Sold for $61, 19 bids. Net profit is going to end up being right a shade above 30 bucks. But a very attractive note highlighting one of the more desirable numbers in serial number fancies. All sevens there except for that 1 9. Pretty nice sale there. Next one that we have here, I would say it's a pseudo low serial number on this 2017 A Ace. $19.95. Pseudo, as in it's a 4 digit. Me personally, the pure low serial numbers will begin with 5 zeros and then 3 digits. But I wanted to recognize that 4 digit serials have been getting a lot of love here lately. And that's cool. I like seeing that. I like seeing other ways where you can make money doing this because this used to be an almost, but now it's it's a money grab. You could take advantage of that and make a few bucks in the process. I mean, who wouldn't want to trade a dollar bill for a 20? Here's a binary, six of a kind ones, attractive looking note. We're getting into some of the Ronald J.H. notes here. He sells fancies every single week. It's coming up to being daily too. $31.88, 24 bids. This one's a 1969, so it's a little bit older note, but you'll have the same amount of results. It doesn't matter what bill or how old or new they are. So there you go, 55 and a bunch of ones on there. So a binary, six of a kind. Again, there's a lot of ones in there that helped out the sale price. Here's another 4 digit low serial number on a $2 bill. Very cool. I love the $2 bills, and it's a star note. And they also call it trinary. Good job, Ronald. You're using all of the appropriate, I guess, keywords, except you didn't put low serial number in there. It doesn't matter. This guy has a lot of followers, and he's got quite a store happening. So 40 bucks here, 20 bids. Great looking note too. I love that serial number. Very nice with the star. Any fancy with a star on there is just absolutely breathtaking in my honest opinion. Great sale. I love that one. Here's one I actually put in a few bids. I actually I was the underbidder on this one. So if we clicked into bids here, where was I? Or maybe not. I thought I was in here, or maybe I didn't get in my bid at the right time. Okay, never mind. Never mind. So, anyways, it's a binary, lots of eights, six of a kind eights. $42.88, 15 bids on this one. And again, this one is pretty well circulated. It's got some soiling right here on the left side of the note. Sorry. But yeah, not a beauty queen. You've heard me say that before. Here's another seven of a kind. Really good sale on this example. 2017A, seven of a kind fives this time around. $129.50, 51 bids. A little bit circulated. Check that out. It's got a distinct centerfold. It doesn't have quarter folds. I don't see any quarter folds on there. Really pretty serial number. All right, there's a little bit of the reverse. So that's a big sale right there. You usually see graded examples that are close to gem that sell for that same amount of money. So this one is that's a very potent sale right there. Lots of ones. Again, Ronald had found the strap with all of them starting with six ones and then whatever two digits on the end, and he's been making a killing off these. He's selling them at the very least for $50 and up. This one, $57 with six bids. These are all crackling fresh, crisp, and circulated notes right out of the BEP strap. And he found, I guess, all 100 of them, or 99. $57 there. We also have this another binary, six of a kind threes. Attractive looking note. This is a scoop up via Buy It Now for 75 bones. Threes and nines, and it's always good when you have the digits grouped together. Like there's not like a nine here and then a nine in the middle, and it's all kind of like it's grouped attractively, if that makes sense. Yeah, this one has all sorts of weird folds in there. So it's got vertical folds, diagonal folds, crazy looking. $75. That's a pretty hefty price tag on that. Here's another star, four-digit low on this one here, $20. So compared to the other one that we looked at a few minutes ago, this one was a buy it now scoop. So it probably undersold. The other one sold for quite a bit more money. And yeah, this one definitely some room left here on this one. This person can easily take this note and flip it for 3x what they had paid for it. But again, we're talking about a low serial with a star on this ace. So pretty cool. And here is, you just never know what's going to happen. A $20 bill, a 2013 Series 20, with six in a row sevens and a 02 at the end, $120. Sold by BJ Stamps, who's been on eBay for a while, for a long while, I think over 10 years. So there you go. Attractive looking serial number. Of course, seven in a row would look a lot better here in this case. But yeah, you can't really argue with that kind of sale. That is strong money. Here's another four-digit low serial with a star. $35 on this. Let's see, what is this? This is a 2017 Ace. So that's very nice. Considering it's a 1009, that's one of the lower ones that you could get. That's a four-digit. Great sale there. Here's one of the big ones for the week. Double quad on this $20 bill. I'll tell you what a double quad is here in a second, but it's a $200 sale with five bids, for crying out loud. Jeez. Double quad is first four numbers all match. The second set of four numbers on the serial number match as well. So you have four threes, four fours, and it's only a double quad when they're grouped like that. So you can't have like 3 3 4 3 4 4 4 3. They all have to be grouped in sets of four. Okay, so just so you guys understand, because says someone had said, well, I have a double quad and it's got four ones and four threes in there, and it's all like jumbled up. So I'm like, it's just a binary, close. And then they argue with me and all that stuff. I'm like, okay, well, we're done. I'm just trying to help, guys. So. Double quad, $200. One of the more impressive notes from again. These are sales from the last 24 hours. As a matter of fact, probably more appropriately 12 hours And that's how crazy this market is right now. And the overall collectability market for it has been booming. Because I've said it once, I'll say it again. It used to take me about 4 days, 5 days worth of data to put a video like this together that has like 20 sales. So the fact that this is all from the last like 12 hours, 18 hours, nuts. I'm loving the direction of this collectibles hobby. Our one only real birthday note here is this February 11th, 1994. A best offer was accepted. We'll see that here in a moment. But it's oriented correctly based off of the Western world, way, which is two digits for the month, digits for the day, 4 digits for the year. Great looking note. I'm telling you guys again, these are traditionally buy it now listing type notes, and that's how you got to treat them. All right, don't do auction listings or anything like that, because it takes specific people that see the value in that particular date for them to buy it. Like birth dates is a big one. All right, if it's not there, then they're just gonna continue to move on. Um, so let's see how much this one sold for. We're gonna use 130 point, guys, for the sales data, and that's the website we're on currently. This usually takes a moment. So original ask was $20, and this one ended up selling for $12. All right, so that's a respectable amount of money there for this one. We have a couple more best offer types. Low serial 4200 on this 2017 Ace. So let's go ahead and check this one out. See where we're at. So real simple. We'll just go up to the search field and then paste right over the old info. And this one here, $25. Well done. That's a nice sale on that one. What's the significance of 42? Right, Jackie Robinson's jersey number, obviously, among a few other things. But yeah, that's a really cool sale right there. Again, the possibilities are damn near endless with the fancy serial number shtick. And then the final one, we have a really nice combo binary of zeros and fours on this. I would suspect to be an ace again. Yeah. Yep, that is exactly what it is. And it's got a little bit of circulation wear. This is actually one of the better looking circulated notes coming from today's video. And let's go ahead and check and see where we sit here on the final sale price of this one. I want to thank you guys for tuning in on this video. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. $49.99 ask, and this one ended up selling for $33. Okay, which is not too bad. That's actually a really good amount of money. Fours typically not the best selling single digit in fancies, but yeah, I'll take that all day long. If I knew I could sell for $35, I would do that and then go out and just buy more stuff. That's like that's an ounce of silver and a few 90% silver dimes in there. So that's the equivalent. You can do all sorts of great magic tricks with a dollar bill, aside from making it disappear, which is really easy to do, but to transform it into a $20 bill, into a $100 bill, yeah, it's all in this the fancy serial number patterns on there. So that concludes this portion of the video. I also wanted to take some time to talk a little bit about the Friday night whatnot benefit auction. We're going to be auctioning off some of my coins, and the proceeds will go to a gentleman by the name of Nathan Neal, who is a fine artist in Maui. His actual studio was in Lahaina on Front Street. He ended up not only losing his business, but he lost all of his artwork, all of his prints that he had made, and a bunch of other things. He lost his business. Fortunately, he got away with his health intact through all of this. And I decided this Friday because we had done one benefit auction to the Maui Strong Fund a few weeks ago when we were at the Pittsburgh A&A. We're gonna do this one specifically on Friday for Nathan. So it's the least I could do. We bought one of his prints when me and my wife went over to Maui for our 10-year anniversary. Um, and Nathan is a really cool dude, really great guy. He is nobody deserved what they ended up getting in Lahaina. That's for damn sure. And at the very least, I want to be able to help Nathan out, try and get him back on its feet. The rebuilding thing is low and slow, and it's gonna be tough and grueling. Um, between now and normalcy, and I personally invite you guys to come on down. I'm going to have my referral link down below in the description box if you guys want to sign up. If you haven't signed up at all and you're brand new to the platform, using my referral link will get you $15 in store credit that you could use immediately. And I'll have coins in my Buy It Now shop that you could come in and get essentially for free. I think you just have to pay a little few bucks for shipping, but you're good to go. We have a lot of nice high quality stuff for the money. I'm actually selling them for a lot less than what they normally go for in today's market. So that's it. That's all I wanted to talk about. Thank you guys again for all of your views and support. This is a really cool video that I like doing twice a week now in support of the fancy serial number hobby and the market itself. I encourage you guys to go out there and try and find some of these because they are the next wave of collecting. People, want to take a break from coins. They're going to start doing this, and we're probably going to see an obvious heightened uptick in this particular practice throughout the holidays as people are, pulling out money from the bank, and it's they give folks an opportunity to do more hunting in the next 4 months. So that's it. I'm your host, Sean, with Blue Ridge Silverhound. Thank you guys again. And I hope you guys have a fantastic week, a fantastic afternoon. And I shall see you guys on the next coin or paper money video. All right. Take care.